Hey guys, our decline here, average picker. I promised you to get some picking done. And here we are, about 2 a.m. in the morning, and we're back here on the what is normally the challenge lock building area because I've got some house guest stuff going on, and I think I'd just be a little too loud to be picking at my normal spot. But I think we've got everything here we need. Got the challenge lock, got some picks. Got Spaceman 3 spinning in the background, which means YouTube is probably going to hit me with a copyright violation. That's all right. So this challenge lock is by somebody. We'll figure it out. I just kind of grabbed a lock and came back here. So okay, so we've got nothing in the front right now. All the action. This is a 6-pinner. Seems to be taking place in the back. Come up and check the front. Nope, still not ready. Yeah, there we go. I think I may have just overset 4 or 5. Now this is a sensitive lock. Good feedback in it, but it's very minute in a few places. Oh, there we go. All right, so we've stepped down into a false set coming off of pins 4 or 5, somewhere back in there. I think it's 5. Yeah, and that just tipped. That one still has some more in it. I'm going to come up to the front now. One of those pins in the back still has a little bit of feedback to it, but kind of nervous to lift it any higher. Okay, pin 2 cocked us out of a false set. Nothing in the back seemed to have dropped. That's a good sign. Oh, that was maybe a bad move on my part. Let's see. Oh, I heard something fall. Went back into its false quick enough though. 2 brought us out of it again. 1. Oh, I thought that was going to be open. Ground lifting 2 maybe. Still some feedback there. Oh, we're open. So big lift on 2, I think is where it was at. And then we had to go back and tap the back of the lock, and we finished it up. Key. Oh, here we go. All right, so this was by Carlson, number 74. This is actually one of the ones sent to me from Cherokee Lock Picker. Her and I did a little quick exchange, so that we can see our bidding. Oh, good, I didn't have any pins in that. Works smooth as can be. Okay, so it's Carlson number 74, but it's called Botulism. So that's a fun name. All right, we got a loose C-clip on the back here. Did I bring anything to gut with? think with all these tools it'd be something, but that C-clip is not too bad. It's gonna come right off. Oh. And I'm gonna try to shim. It's a really cruddy shim. My better ones are in the other room. In my mind, I'm thinking, did I feel anything that's gonna call for a shim? I remember that little wedding cake step down we had kind of going on in the back, and yeah, better be safe than sorry. I didn't run the shim all the way through. I think it'll generally be all right. Yeah, there we go. Six pin. Straight off the bat, number 6 has got multiple serrations on it. 5 is a standard. I really don't want to lose pins on this table, man, because they will just blend in with all the other pins that are scattered around this table. So 5 is interesting because it's serrated, but it's serrated in the section you would normally see a spool. So it's like kind of down in the middle with the serrations. And standards in 3 and 2, and a standard in 1. Got anything going on upstairs? Yeah, we do. We've got, I don't know, is that undercut intentional? Yeah, that's 5 is a standard chamber. So we've got undercutting in 1, 2, and 3, and we've got threading in 4 and 6. That's some nice undercutting in there, man. Honestly, I would have could have easily mistaken that for a manufacturer. Okay, 1. God, these are huge pins. Kind of a double spool thingy. We'll take a look at them. 2 is a really nice deep spool. That is probably the one we were falling into. I did not think it was going to be that one though. Though that 2 did give us a lot of counter rotation, so I'm not too surprised. Yeah, we've got basically these kind of double, triple serrated spool things going on. Ooh, nice little barrel pin. Coming out of 4. Just crazy serrations for 5. Okay, so that wedding cake step down thing, I mean, it must have just been a combination of crunching along pin 5, and then it might have been picking up from the other pins, because there's not that distinct wedding cake anywhere there. Don't think we're gonna have anything going on upstairs. Yeah, no, we're clean upstairs. All right, so let's get the camera flipped around and take a look at Jason Carlson's botulism. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Let's look at Jason Carlson's botulism. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so if you've ever wondered what botulism looks like in a lock, here we go. See, mostly standards across the bottom until we get to 5. And just really nice little serration work, but you can see what I mean. That's sitting in the area you'd usually approximate in to make a spool pin. That looks really good. And 6, of course, we just some really nice classic little, not so evenly put in serrations. I mean, they're okay. Yeah, I mean, they're in there evenly. We've got some little nice tiny ones, bigger ones. Yeah, so that comment is going to be weird to swallow. I'm not saying you have to have even serrations. In fact, I think uneven Throws you off a little bit because it's not that even of a clicking up there. That's some very nice work though. Upstairs we're just, it was offset our 6 driver standard. And look at this guy. So this would have been our shear line down here. And it's just this massive different serration cuts. And so yeah, clicking along that, no doubt that unevenness kind of caused the lock to trip into some of these others. And that made it feel like it might have been a wedding cake or a stepped down tiered pin. Got a nice little barrel pin here. I feel like this could be a manufactured one. If it's not though, that is an amazing job, man, if you made that. I really like these kind of pins. I like the unevenness on these, or not the unevenness, but I like the bulge because you get that little slight bit, like almost like you're in a spool, because it's going to counter rotate out of it. It goes wide open and then it drops back down. But that tapering can cause other pins to drop in, so I really like those. And look at that spool. Can we call it a spool? Can we get into focus? That is borderlining on what I call candlestick. Really nice looking there, man. And do you get much more classic? Slight little taper in there. Very nice. And our #1 driver, look at that guy. Oh, that is so cool. And every so often I can successfully get these kind of little cuts in there, like, but man, I have a hard time lining them up with the, getting them right on the edge of one of those little bulges, and that thing is just right there, isn't it? Running around there. Very nice work, Jason. Very nice, I like it. All right, guys, so there we go. Jason Carlson, number 74, his Botulism, picked and gutted. And thank you, Cherokee Lockpicker. Lockpicking? Cherokee Lockpicking? Lockpicker? Come on, it's like 2:30 in the morning now. So, yeah, there we go. I will put a link to her channel down below if you're not already aware of her. Go check it out. So there we go, guys. You guys have a good night and have a good one.